Yes, I got this idea from Simo. And honestly, the idea of this sounds great for a few reasons. Think about it. Yu-Gi-Oh has been out for over 25 years. We have more than 10,000 unique cards. Yet a lot of times, we never really use them. So why not restrict ourselves to the first 10 packs and build a deck and upgrade with new cards along the way? For those who are familiar, with each win, whether it be an actual win or a surrender, we will allow ourselves to buy a new pack. And of course, the legacy packs we obtain are fair game as well. We will then use the new cards we obtain from our packs and will upgrade our deck to hopefully something more playable as time moves on. How far will we go? Well, only time will tell in this Pack-gression series. And we are back. I believe this is going to be episode 11. And this is actually being recorded as of December 6th, 2023 at like almost midnight. Again, these videos kind of get edited over the course of a few days, and then they get uploaded to YouTube. So just want to make that for like a little timestamp for me. But first off, I do want to thank everybody in the comment section. You guys have been extremely awesome, supportive, and positive. And honestly, there's actually been a lot of things that people have pointed out that I didn't really realize. Probably just because I'm the one playing the game. But of course, I guess just somewhat being, I guess also just trying to keep it a little bit engaging. Like one person mentioned during the Fable thing that Leaf Place Police would have been a pretty good like 2,500 attack beater because of how many things they were dropping, which is something I didn't really consider, which, you know, could have been something for sure. But either way, everybody, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. But here's going to be the list that we're currently rocking with here. For my remembrance, we did include like the Edge and Sabers. We did add Izanumi, Anabi. This is kind of like a gamble kind of like card. But I'm also really excited that we actually got Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburns because it is removal. So hopefully we can get some wins, get some packs, and get some great openings here. So anyway, let's just jump into it. I am not looking forward to this already. Seeing Salad Great Gazelle. We will go first. If we get lucky, we might be able to get like one of our negates, prevent them from like going off. Who knows? We'll see. Well, no negates, but we do have a few things that are pretty nice. We have the Penguin. We also have the Mad Hacker. 15. Oh, they're probably playing Galaxy, honestly, just based off what I'm seeing here. Kai. The Photon stuff. Yeah, they're probably playing Photons, unfortunately. So we're going to do this. We're going to set one. We'll set the Penguin, and then we shall pass. Honestly, not really feeling too optimistic, but we're going to do what we can. Again, we're going to do it. We're going to give everything a fighting chance until it just looks hopeless, right? So we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that. Because even then, the Penguin still performs a sense of outing something if they do drop it, so we can bounce it back. And of course, yeah, there's Galaxy Soldier. Yeah, that's fine. It's so good. You get to send one Letter of Light monster, you get to summon it, and then you get to add a Galaxy monster. Like, a lot of people would use this back in the day just to be able to make Cyber Dragon Infinity really easy. But, like, this thing can just search out any Galaxy monster. Galaxy has gotten a ton of support since this card dropped in World Superstar, so this actually makes it just such a good card. Yeah, like, why would you search for a Galaxy Soldier when you can search for a Galaxy Knight? It means they pitched a, yeah, Photon, okay. So that makes sense. No, that's fine. Yeah, so this thing comes out, I think, with like, what? Nothing, actually. This attack doesn't increase until the last... Oh, interesting. So they'll probably go into just something, then eventually go into the Neo, like the super, like the Galaxy Prime thingy-jiggy. Harp! Interesting. This thing only negates spells, if I'm not mistaken? Or effect. Okay, that's... It's a little unfortunate. I thought it was just spell card, but effect is really good too. So unfortunately, they could just simply negate our Penguin here. Let's see. We could still take their Galaxy Soldier. No, that's fine. You're doing their thing. Attempt to activate the effect of Penguin. I doubt it's going to resolve, but, you know, we might as well give it a shot. Oh! Huh. I am rather surprised it resolved. Monster Reborn? What are they going to bring back? Galaxy has Photon, I'm assuming? Yeah, that's fine. It was in the graveyard, right? Yeah, so interesting. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We got rid of it. So we got to force him to do the Monster Reborn. Special summon it. You can take control with the lowest attack. So we can't take the Galaxy Soldier. But what will that actually do for us? We can then normal... Oh my god, we have another Galaxy card. That's hilarious. We could make Dispatch Arazzi, and then if they attack us, they can just, you know, do that thing, I guess. So that's something to consider. I hit cancel. This is why I dislike playing on PS5. It's so much easier to make these stupid mistakes. Sure. Let's play this out. Either way, that's fine. What do we want to do? Steam Run is not enough to get over it. Anything can get over Galaxy Soldier, so that's fine. So, I mean, technically, we could summon Prom Princess, pop it over. They'll attack. We'll be able to get them to start draining. Rise to full height will do. I feel... Yeah, we'll just summon the Pump Princess, honestly. Or attempt to, anyway. I'm just kind of annoyed with the fact that we kind of made a mistake. But it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. If anybody does do this or Master Duel Masochist, if you can, I would recommend doing it on PC or mobile, so you don't have to worry about like hitting a input or something. Just take it from my experience. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Not a whole lot we can really do outside of that here. I mean, if they destroy the Pump Princess, it's fine. We'll be able to start getting those pumpkin counters, reducing their monster's attack. Galaxy Mirror Sage can be able to float at least for an extra monster on field. Steamroid could be pretty good. And if we just leave it at where they make an Exceed monster, Mad Hacker could be pretty decent in taking it during the end phase if they special summon something. Preferably during main 2, so I don't have to worry about them attacking over Mad Hacker. Because this thing has to survive. Okay. I guess I didn't draw into a monster. That's fine too. No, we're not going to activate that. There's no need to. Are they making a decision to like say they're going to go into Honest? Yeah, that's fine. Pump Princess's effect. Put it in as a continuous spell. Yeah. Sick. If we could pull go into main 2. Okay, going at phase, unfortunate. I was hoping they would actually end with some kind of like Exceed summoning monster so we could use the Mad Hacker to take it, but it's fine. Draw. Twilight Rose Knight. It's a tuner, but we don't have any plants in our hand. But we do actually have a tuner or a plant in our monster, so that's actually kind of good. So we'll use that. I'm thinking we set the Mirror Sage so we can be able to special summon itself back. So we can kind of float in case they actually do whip into a monster. So yeah, we'll set the Mirror Sage and pass. It's kind of funny. Galaxies with Galaxies. It's so good, so good. The only thing I'm kind of concerned, though, is like what they're possibly doing with their back row. They haven't done anything. So I'm not sure if it's just like a bunch of like effect negators or something like that. Because it could literally be anything at this point. This card is in your hand. You can feel one photon monster in your hand. Special on this card. If you do, it becomes that level. Is that what I was reading? Yeah, that's fine there. Galaxy Brave. Of course it has to be a level 8. You can target the Galaxy monster graveyard. That monster is oh, interesting. Target the Knight, which is going to make it at basically the same. 28, 26. Not bad. Fortunately, Pump Princess is doing some work, though, here. This card is... Oh, it only gets the effect when it's special. Interesting. Not yet, no. I highly doubt they're just going to end their board like this. So there's not really much of a point for tributing for the Mad Hacker. Unfortunately for us, Mirror Sage does have to hit the grave to be able to get its floating effect. Yeah, so they're probably going into... I mean, it could be Starleash, it could... Yeah, there it is. Okay. This card is succeed summon special summon a photon monster from your hand. While the succeed summon monster, your opponent cannot to do a bunch of other fun shit. Okay. At this point, they're going to be popping off, unfortunately. So we'll go for the Mad Hacker. Unfortunately, if they attack with Starleash, they could just banish our face down, so it doesn't really do much for us now at this point. Full Height won't even do anything either. I am thankful for this, though. That is pretty good. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. All right, that's cool. No, that's fine. I'm not gonna fucking complain. Let's go. Yeah, that's... You never give up attitude. Silver 5, we're back. Welcome. We also got 2 legacy packs and Wolf Actuator. I actually love... This is actually kind of like a nostalgic card. I don't know, like some like old school like Legacy of Darkness or like Labyrinth of Nightmare. It just hits a little bit different, but let's get our Master Pack and our Legacy packs here, shall we? 1 Master Pack, please. And then we'll do the Legacy packs here too. All right, so what do we get? Oh, we got a super. Patchwork Fluffle. Straight as a Fright for Wall on the field. That's actually pretty solid, but it doesn't do anything for us right now. There's a lot of Fright Furs or Fusion already, so just having that is nice. Gunkin. Place one from the top of your deck once per turn. So it's all reliant on that archetype, so we can't do anything with it. Salomon Grade Emerald Eagle. Man, everything got the ritual treatment, didn't it, in our brains?
Yes.
Zexal Catapult. That looks painful. Special summon a ZW or Z. Yeah, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Not bad. Naggle's Protection. Tangle monsters. Your main monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. Unfortunately, we haven't even seen a single of that archetype, so that's dead to us. Morpheus the Dream Mirror Black Knight. If it's special summoned by a Dream Mirror effect, you can target a card on the field and destroy it during the main or battle phase of a Dream Monster of Joys in the field zone. Quick effect, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Morpheus Dream Mirror White Knight from you. This actually seems like a pretty sick archetype. Not probably competitive by any means, but the Twilightness and the mirror effect, like that kind of seems cool. Like just from a mechanic lore standpoint. Oh, it's Bujinity. Bujin Unity. Sure. I don't even think Bujins played this even when Bujins were relevant. But anyway, let's go to our final card. Super. Lone Fire. Wow. Oh, wow. This is actually pretty good. This is good, but it may not... It's a plant. If we have any other plants, we could just simply use this and potentially get something else. Because even... It combos with Twilight Rose Knight, so you'd be able to go into an instant 6. But it also can summon any plant. So if we could actually get some like big plant creatures, we could just use Lone Fire to cheat it out pretty quickly. I'll take it. That's a good card. It's like something that could be good down the road, but it's also just solid depending on our plants. Next, let's go to the bonus packs. We got 2 legacy packs. Give us like some good plants, please. We have like this machine kind of somewhat focused, but give us some plants too. Jar Robber. You can activate this card when you're... Why is this even in this? They get the effect of Pot of Green and draw a card. Hell yeah. Cyber Laser Dragon. Oh, it needs Photon Generator Unit. That's rough. Not gonna work. Can't use that, unfortunately. I don't think anybody would use that. Photon Bouncer. Still not bad if you're playing bouncers. There's like a few other cards in the archetype. That's great. That's great. Claw Reacher. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually had to deal with this card earlier today for another project. But that's fine. Lone Fire was kind of a banger, so that's good. Personally, I don't think we have a whole lot of plant support. We'll do a quick glance here, but I just don't I just don't think we have enough to justify playing in Lone Fire. Because, like, we could use Lone Fire to cheat into Predaplan, Dueling Time, Cobra, which I guess could just, you know, deck thin, which, you know, this deck doesn't really worry about doing that. And unfortunately, there's no other real benefit to us having more cards in the graveyard. If anything, it's kind of a detrimental because Leap Place Police won't be able to, like, actually, you know, use its effect. What I want to do. This is what I wanted it to do. All right, so plan. Here we go. Yeah, we don't have a lot, unfortunately, here. We got Lone Fire, Sundial Maiden, Armalise. Yeah, pretty much like low-level stuff. So we'll need to keep in mind, potentially, for Lone Fire's inclusion, but it's something to definitely come back to. It's just such a good card. Next duel. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going potentially second. We're going first. Wow, that's rare. I feel like most of the time when you're playing in ranked and Master Duel, usually people want you to go second so you can get they can go and set up first. Oh my God, are they playing a 60-card deck? 6-card extra with 60 main. Yeah. This is actually a pretty solid opening hand. We got this Archfiend Staff of Despair. We also got the Clockwork Knight, which helps set up that that deficit between our attack and theirs attack. And of course, we also got the Police, and we also got the Blue Brawler. So I think what we'll do, and of course, Staff is just really good for lowering monsters' attack. Preferably when we have like a higher attacking monster in the field. But for now, we're just going to set and pass. But what are they playing at 60 cards? Unless there's like a ton of engines into one. Trap Tricks. Well, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Not good at all. Because you see, we have very few cards for removal. And this actually has quite a bit of support, unfortunately. You can send one set trap you control to the graveyard, special summon it. Network Trap Hole. Interesting. I could have swore there was like a different plant or trap hole or like normal trap that this deck runs that you could just banish for another effect, but I mean, they can always recur this as well. From the main deck or GY. Not bad. They're not going to Sarah first? Interesting. It's 22. Unaffected by traps. You could detach target at level 4 and special summon it from your GY. Insect or plant. That's good. The most monster leaves because of an opponent's card effect or banish. You can detach. Then target one of them, special summon it. We can't let them take our blue brawler. We just can't. This is actually kind of good. We have more cards in our graveyard, or they have more cards than us. So we'll attempt to summon this guy. Just so good. Which opens up a tuner possibility for Penguin. Penguin might potentially be out of the range from actually because I feel like if we try to go into the Bryonic, they'll probably have some kind of like an effect negator, like a, what is it called? Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. However, we could potentially just go for Glacier Bleed's Polar Penguin and then just crash into it, then bounce it back. They already have only three cards, so it might be a good way to kind of like set them back in terms of resources. Yeah, that could be kind of good. We're not going to worry about using this because I don't mind taking the, what is it, 14? So we'll just try to swing at the Trap Tricks creature. I think we've kind of yeah, exactly. I didn't think it was actually going to be having any issues. So use the effect and we'll bounce this back. Yeah, so that's good. And then we'll go to main 2. And I think now should be an okay time to use Clockwork Knight. And we could technically special summon Battle Wasp, but again, we don't have anything that will be decent for insects. So I think we're good just to chill. But 60-card main deck for Trap Tricks. That just seems a bit excessive in my opinion, but what do I know? Based on the deck, what do I know? Let's see. You contribute this card, set new 2 traps from your deck, but banish them when you leave. Interesting. This is good because we can kind of see what traps or trap holes that they're playing. Yeah, so adhesive. When your opponent normal summons, they're playing all the trap holes. So that's interesting. Not too worried about that. And then when your opponent special summons a monster, we don't special summon. That's the beauty of this deck. We just don't. Oh, we just don't. I'm assuming they, yeah, go to end phase. All right. The roll. That's pretty good. Network only goes from main deck or face down. So Plasma technically could be an option. However, with all these traps, I feel like some of them have to be resolving, right? They would have, no, they already would have used Torrential probably, right? They're playing Torrential. I think we'll try to go for the Battle Wasp. Because if we can get this thing to start attacking, that would be really good. Because it can attack twice, it'll be at 15 for 3k, and we'll be able to set out for 40 or 46. Don't like to see that. Definitely don't like to see that. Dispatcherazzi, no, it's fine. Well, it's fine. Trap tricks don't tend to get high attack anyway, so I'm not really too concerned. So we'll start actually getting in some damage here with Blue Brawler and Link Place. I don't feel the need of going into Plasma. I don't want them to activate any more trap cards, so I think we're just safe to keep attacking them. If Lee Place does get destroyed, it's going to just come back next standby phase anyway. And Blue Brawler can't be destroyed by battle. Smashing Ground. No! Our entire strategy is gone. No, it's not gone, but it kind of sucks actually there. They're wrong. This is pretty sick actually. It's a flip effect that allows us to pop a monster. This thing is the card that could, so that's fine. Unfortunately, we can't flip back up the Battle Wasp, but it's fine. As long as they don't draw anything good, like just get things moving, we should be fine. Because I know for a fact if we try to play Plasma, it's just going to either be Bottomless, Floodgate, something. Network won't cause the activation, but I just don't want to take the risk. This thing is so good. Yes! Okay. Give me a monster. Should have been more specific. So now do we take... No, we shouldn't run the... No, we should just play it safe, right? I mean, because this is 10, so we could technically get it off, but I don't want to lose our Green Turtle Summoner. Because it's just a pop, right? We don't have a whole lot of removal for monsters. So I don't want to take the risk. All it takes is for them to just draw into like the normal summon Searcher, and then we're kind of screwed. Though I think if we actually draw into a decent monster, we might have it. Because again, a lot of their stuff requires us to do things. Which, you bet your sweet bippy I'm not doing. Course of Sanctuary, interesting. I don't see this particularly being an issue, so I think we'll actually activate it. It just gives these guys a little bit more defense, so they try to crash at something. I can't believe it. We might actually win. And this is great because if they draw into a trap, they literally can't do anything from the sounds of, or the looks of it, because all their cards are requiring me to like normal summon a monster. Please give me an equip. Just a Dark Illusion. It's so close. We could technically... So we have to target a monster they control. Check Grave really quick, actually. Let's see. So that's fine. If you control no spells, you can banish this card and target. Okay. I'm feeling we can try to bait them to use one of their traps. And then just give another 200 for our creature. So they'll probably activate Adhesive. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This puts another card in their graveyard and making our creature at 17. This was a backup plan, so I'm okay with this. Thank you. Thank you. Yes! Oh, man. All right. And look at that. Opponent's life points reduced to 0. It didn't say disconnect. What the hell? That's fantastic. 2 in a row. Oh man, this is like that one the Cyberdark episode all over again. Let's go. So let's bust out the master pack here really quick. Thank God we're still recording. Oh man. Ooh, coming at you with number something Utopia. Ooh. Is this where the Chorus in the Sky? Pay 1,000, target a fairy monster graveyard, add to your hand. I don't think we actually use a lot of fairies, unfortunately. Then if the Scanctuary of the Sky is in the field or in the GY. Oh, wow. You know, when you're banished. Oh, that is actually sick. You can even recur it too. That mentions it. Yangzing Brutality. I know there's like a few decent ones that actually have some decent stats, like Shuani. This isn't bad. It's an 1800 monster due to it counting itself. And also, we can equip it with our warrior-based spells, so that's not terrible. You can banish one face-up spellcaster you control and accept this in a spellbook. Not gonna happen. Oh, why did it have to be a high scale? We just need low scales. Special summoning to the opponent's field is interesting. We can always go for like some damage, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Dark Fusion. Once per turn during damage calc, if your fiend monster battles an opponent's monster, you can send an evil monster from your deck or extra deck to the grave. If we have a bit more fiend support and we pull some extra or evil hero stuff, this could be relevant because it acts as like a pseudo attack modifier. So that could be decent. I'm just really trying to make something work. Not gonna happen. The Chorus in the Sky. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen pulling the same card in the same pack. Oh boy, that's fine. Go to our legacy packs. Let's see what we can get. Ooh, an SR maybe? Heatwave. At the start of your main phase 1, neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters until your next drop. This is good. The thing I like about this is it's at the start of the main phase, so if we actually summon like our Leaf Police guy during the standby, it's going to be before this actually can be resolved. And we do play a few normal monsters in the deck, like I think we have like Mad Dog of Darkness, but ultimately it just locks our opponent out of doing anything. And who knows, that might be enough to make him scoop.
No, he's got a point.
Gift card. All right. Sick. All right. That's fine. Do I want to add? Yeah, we'll add the Heatwave. The Heatwave just seems too good not to add. So we'll do that really quick. All right, and we've added Heatwave. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot I want to take on or replace it for Paladin, so we're just not going to really worry about it. Unfortunately, Supreme King's Castle isn't going to do much for us either. Again, no plans were pulled for any support for Lone Fire, so we're just going to kind of just add the Heatwave and then just go from there. Heatwave is such an obnoxious card, who knows? Because everybody needs like to deal with like, you know, effect monsters. So if we just play this, our opponent can't really do anything. So I think what we might actually do, depending on how successful Heatwave is, we might just augment our deck to have a bit more normal monsters. I'm going to go first. Can we actually rip into Heatwave? I'm not going to edit this at all, just so I can see if we actually just will it at the top of our deck, along with Mad Dog of Darkness. Damn. All right, that's fine. So we got Power Breaker, we got Flying Pegasus, and Voltus. This card's normal summon, place so counter on it once per turn. Roll a die. So I don't think we actually want to use him just yet. Hanabi can stay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll set the Voltus, and I think we'll pass turn. Depending on what they do, we'll then potentially just summon the Battle Wasp and try to pack for damage. But I realistically don't really see that happening. You're playing a 42 main deck with 0 extra. I've learned having no extra deck isn't always the best thing, but it could be a good sign. You just never know. Yeah? Your Horn of the Unicorn. I would love to pull this card, actually. Sort of Deep-Seated. Oh my god. This is gonna be the most bumped up Archfiend Soldier I've ever seen. You know what? If we can draw any of our monster removals, this will just be great. Because it'll set them back quite a bit. These will get placed back to the top of their deck, potentially. Please be me. Please be me. Oh, yes. Reptilian Rage and Predaplant Darlington. That's not that. That's not going to work, unfortunately. Reptilian Rage isn't terrible because it like just gives us like, you know, stuff to do. But the most important thing that Cup of Ace did, it allows us to rip into our deck farther, right? And then this will be allowing. Oh, it wasn't normal. This turn after being. Well, we might be able to do some funny things here. It just depends what we can rip into next. So at least with Votus, we can kind of scry for 3. Lead Place is good. Heat Wave. Wow, there's a Heat Wave too. Unfortunately, it's not going to really do anything for us because, like, we don't have. I don't know what they're doing, right? They're summoning a normal monster, so Heat Wave just does shit. So what do I want to go for first? I'm thinking this. I wish we had something where we can manipulate it so we could just get one of the cards and then shuffle the deck again. But we kind of don't, unfortunately. So what are we going to do? I'm thinking we'll set this so we can be able to get back one of their equips, right? Still at 8k. They're setting a card. If I had to like imagine this is like an old school card, it could be anything like Trap Hole, Mirror Force. Like based on what I'm seeing, I'm trying to think retro. We could go into Dispatcherazzi if one of our monsters survives the next turn. But if that was the case, how many cards engraved? They have none or they have 1? Okay, they have 1. They're gonna both be placed on this, so I don't think this is gonna. Okay, we're gonna try it. So the plan we're gonna do here is we're gonna try to get Dispatcherazzi out and then have them attack into it potentially. If they don't summon another monster, then it should work successfully for us. Jar of Greed. Okay, that's cool. So summon that. I wish we could summon Dispatcherazzi now, but unfortunately we can't because this restricts us from our extra deck. So be it. Because like if we get into some of our monster removal, this is definitely winnable. Because if they don't normal summon any more monsters and we destroy it, then all their equips are just going to go back to the top of their deck and that's what they're going to be drawing into. They're playing like all the 1950 normal summons. This is sick. I like this. So the reason why I like this is that they're stacking everything on 1. So if we can just get rid of the Archfiend, all of this stuff's going to go to the top of the deck and then it's going to put them down for getting new resources. The next card we're going to be drawing is Heat Wave, unfortunately. Which isn't really going to do much. But Power Breaker can at least destroy a card. What is this? Another, is it another, whatchamacallit? Jar of Greed? Yep, that's fine. I guess in this situation, we could just use Power Break if they attack it, of course, which I'm assuming they would. We can use Power Breaker to at least destroy their face down. Hands or graveyard. Okay, unfortunately that doesn't work the way I was hoping it to. Oh, it has to be face up. Just get rid of the Horde of the Unicorn. It doesn't really matter because we're just gonna rip into it anyway. Yeah, it's gonna go to the back of the top of the deck. Unfortunately, let's see, we're at 3. They're at, I'm assuming 2, unfortunately. One time it doesn't actually work, it's great. Well, we can attack over the Insect Knight potentially with our Hanabi. So that's kind of good. Play 6 counters until the end phase during your standby phase. You can get this color to your opponent. So it's mandatory, so we have to. Yeah, I'm starting to see the flaws of this card really fast. We're probably not going to run this anymore, honestly. Because we can normal summon it and then give them that, right? We'll be taking quite a bit of damage, unfortunately. But it's enough to get over the Insect Knight. We could also summon the Flying Pegasus and equip it with Reptilian Rage, and that'll also be enough too. And the next card we're going to be jumping into is Galwin. If only we can just get out Dispatcherazzi. Kunai with Chain. Please target the, oh, thank God, okay. I was like, please target this. Are they just really rocking the equips? Like, are they just really going for the equips? Battle. So they're going to be drawing, unfortunately, into Horn of the Unicorn. So we're going to be taking 21. Galon will be your next draw. Yeah, so Heatwave doesn't do anything. So they're going to draw into Horn of the Unicorn. We're going to be drawing into Galwin. We'll set the Galwin. And then we'll see what they kind of go from there. Again, all we fucking need is our Penguin or our Green Turtle Summoner. Or anything that pops monsters. They're not even equipping it. That is very interesting. Why would they... That is interesting. I don't understand. Oh, it gets to lose 800. I forgot about the little bonus effect. So that's actually pretty good. It still is kind of a problem to deal with, but the fact they'll be taking lowest life points overall is still pretty good. Because over the course of 2 turns, that 800 difference is 16. You know what I mean? So we like that. We like that. I think this would be the right card to set. Because in case we draw into Bashing Shield, it would technically be enough to get over it if they don't equip it with the Horn of the Unicorn. But that is to be seen. I'm also somewhat concerned too if they have another monster now. Because if they do, they could just equip the Horn of the Unicorn and Sword of the Deep-Seated onto whatever monster they summon. I can't believe I'm having this discussion in 2023 with myself. It's great. I love this. This is great. What? Why? They... I don't care. It's good. Let's go. Silver rank 4, baby. We also got 2 legacy packs. This is absurd. Oh man, every now and then we actually get one of these. Look at this. All right, let's go get our master pack and our legacy packs too. Oh man, all right. We drew Heatwave, but it just didn't do anything. Give me your finest master pack, please. Pender Pruning activates by targeting Predator Plant in the graveyard. Special summon equipped with this card. It's a monster reborn. If we have more Predator Plants, we might be able to actually make this work. Mutant GB88. During it, it's not gonna work because we need Mutant Evolution Lab in the field spell zone, which is very not likely to happen. That's way too specific. It's still a. It's not below 4. We just need a below 4 scale. Let's pretend if you control the box to play. Nope, not gonna happen. This is normal summon. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. 1800, 1200 defense, dragon, but the scale is 5. We need 3 or below. TG wanna TG monster controls? Nope, not happening. This is like what Shadow Spectre or something. This card is special, so we can target a face a monster level 3, increase its level up to 3 by this turn. If we actually had E-Telly, this would be kind of cool because we can make it a level 6 and then combine it with like a tuner or something like that, but or like modify something else's level, but it's just not gonna work. Gatry at Ignister. It's a level 8 3k defense. I don't think I might have to see if we have more Cyberse effect monsters, because we could technically use this to wall up. It's a Cyberse monster. Kriston. Oh, it's not an Earth. Target face a monster control special. You cannot special summon it except for Shimatine. It feels if you destroy that card. And if you do, summon a Kriston tuner from your deck. Unfortunately, we don't have that. However, ooh, but the second effect is actually kind of relevant. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon a Kriston token, but it can't be tributed. Doesn't matter if we can't tribute it, we can still link with it. So this is actually kind of a good thing. So we'll actually add in Rosenix. Dragonity's War. Not gonna work. Overall, okay drops. This is easily, these two are, you know, pretty decent. This is going to the deck for sure. This, we'll consider it. And now let's go into our legacy packs. Terma from gravity. And it cannot attack otherwise. Interesting. I always need more burn, especially the 500 variety. So no one ever. All right. Oh my god. This. Oh, the legacy packs come in clutch. Yo, this is fantastic. Nielsen, there are 4 more monsters on the field. Destroy all face up. We often will set our monsters. If they're trying to pop off, I can be like, yo, Pharaonic Guardian. I think that's where this card came from. Yo, that's such a good pull. Sonic Shooter. There are no cards in your spell and spell trap. This card can attack your opponents directly. If this card does it, flood damage inflicted to his original attack. Unfortunately, it's kind of a good way to modify and like not like pump it up and then just attack directly. But my god, this needle sealing is good. This episode is popping off here. I am very, very, very excited to see where this is going to be going. Let's do some quick deck edits. All right, and that's going to be for the deck edits here. So even taking a look at Agnister, the only Cyberse monster we realistically have is Mad Hacker. So it's not going to really work out, unfortunately. The extra deck stuff we do have is just not very feasible for us to really go into. So we're gonna have to hold off on the Agnister play, but for now, let's just jump back into the games here. I can't believe we're currently on a 3-win streak. 1 disconnect, 1 legitimate win, and the opponent scoop because they had way too many recursion spell equips. I don't know. I just work here. We'll try going first. I really hate to say it because this makes me just sound like a terrible person. And I'm kind of more down with going first in case we draw the Heat Wave, so we can just activate it so they can't special summon or normal summon effects and go from there. This isn't bad, actually. We got a negate, we got a back row popper, we also have this in case they pop our Fog Blade, and we also have this special summon during the standby phase. So that's kind of cool. I think what we'll do, let's see, they're playing a 15 and a 45 main. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do a T set. I don't really feel it's necessary just to drop Endymion because I doubt it's going to be able to live on the board too much longer. So I'd rather just save the life point damage and just kind of see what they're playing here and not give them any idea. what we're playing. Keeping that anonymity is going to be huge. Trade-in. Okay. Blue eyes. Okay. I mean, blue eyes white over here. Chaos Max sleeves. Gotta fits the bill. Melody of Awakening Dragon. Okay. So discarding the stone. Sure. So they're probably going to be searching out, what, Jet maybe? And, of course, Blue Eyes. Yeah. So Blue Eyes is fine. And then Chaos Max. Oh, man. If they summon Chaos Max, that's going to hurt really bad. Just because of one interesting key phrase being double piercing. So they have the alternative already. Interesting. Okay, so that's fine. So they have a Blue Eyes in hand. That's confirmed. And Chaos Max. They'll be getting another card here soon. So in response to the declaration, we'll actually just use Fogblade now and then just negate the alternative. So I'm assuming they'll either have something that they can do with the alternative, or if not, it'll just go to end phase and then we can... Okay. So then White Stone of Legends is going to trigger. Probably... Are they still playing Dragon Spirit of White these days? And if that's the case, they'll just get rid of Fogblade. Okay, so Fogblade will go. We still have more monster. They still have more cards in their graveyard than we do. So we could special summon our Sky Dude. Or, I'm sorry, our Leaf Blaze Palace. Protoplant. Unfortunately, it's not what we really need to see. Yeah, we'll summon him anyway. Because he'll just keep coming back and stuff like that. This thing is just so good. Like, it just keeps coming back for more. Max C. Yep. Enjoy your one card there, buddy. I mean, we could have went into the Spatcherazzi, but I feel like it doesn't really matter a whole lot because they could just simply use alternative now to pop it. Yeah. And then just do other shenanigans here because they have 2 level 8s now, so like they're really going to be start popping off here. Target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. So even summoning Snowplow Hustle Rustle wouldn't do much good because they have Blue Eyes, so they can tag it out with Dragon Spirit of White. So honestly, I'm not really looking forward to where this is looking at. So we'll set this. We'll set that so we have a target live for Snowplow Hustle Rustle for when they go for the Dark Attack. Okay. I don't like to see that because that means an Egyptian god slime is about to place up. That's fine. Egyptian god slime is good. This thing is so good. He's so supportive. Yep, there it goes. So I gotta say, as much as I hate getting this thing is just appearing a ton in this series, I'm actually kind of happy they still made this actually like a card. So does that mean they're gonna also tribute it for Ra maybe? Might give me a kind of an idea for a fun deck with this, but unfortunately I can't play it in Master Duel, but this actually kind of gives me some fun ideas for something. Yeah, so alternative is going to pop that. That's fine. Soul Crawl. Oh, they're playing Blue Eyes with Obelisk. So they have a god in their hand? There it is, Ra. You can destroy any card or it's monster.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
We are not dead just yet. Holy shit! No fucking way. No fucking way. I fucking can't. This is so good. Yo, Ra is now my favorite Egyptian god. It's so, oh my god, the fact that Snowplow Hustle Rustle just does the 200, it's so good. Oh man. What is happening? All right, go to Master Pack. Let's get that sweet Master Pack. We even got a super out of this. But ooh, cool. Worm Barsis. When this card is normal summon target defense position, at the base of attack. It's a reptile, level 3, light, 14, 15. Herratic Seal Convocation. We don't have Herratics, unfortunately, but it is kind of nice just being able to fill up our graveyard with dragons. Not bad. Generator Boss Stage. Video gaming. Let's go. It's a field spell for generators. Unfortunately, we don't have any. Pandemonium. This thing is actually kind of sick. Yeah, that's actually kind of sick. Apprentice Magician. If we have any more level 2 spellcasters, this could be kind of good. Unfortunately, I think Turtle Summoner is level 3. But again, it could just help be a great way to recur monsters from the deck to the field without dying. You can target one of your banished Mekk Knight monsters or legacy added to your hand and get any trap effects that insane calm as Mekk Knight you control. If we can get like a blue or purple, it could be good. Oh, no. I got so excited until I started reading its other effects. It could still help us go into... Discard a special summon. Its level becomes 4 and its original attack becomes 0. We still might be able to make some way to make this work. We have to see what kind of Sea Serpents we actually have. But Kaiser Sea Sink is... It's an interesting card. Metaphos Executor. This is our second Metaphos card. Must be banished by... Must be special summoned by banishing 5 Metaphos cards with different names in your graveyard face up on the field. So good, unfortunately. Honestly, I was really excited to see this until I read the last sentence. That just kills this card for me because I don't think we have any level 8 Sea Serpents in our collection. Unless this legacy pack changes it, which we've had weird luck today in skills, so it's possible. Maybe we could just like Heart of the Cards and just will it. Because there is like a level 8 Sea Serpent normal type that kind of work with both Heat Rising. DNA Surgery. Honestly, this could be good. I'll have to like go through the collection extensively, but we might come back to this because this is just kind of interesting and a little bit niche, but still pretty good. You get any spell effects that target a warrior control, destroy that card. So good. Frontier Wise Man, top tier. $18, target a set card your opponent controls. Look at it. That's not bad. They can't respond to the activation of this effect, which is good. So we might actually add it to the deck. Ooh. This is actually pretty good. Because it changes the battle position of ball face of monsters in the field. Just go to your battle phase, like go to the battle phase, just flip 0 gravity, puts everything in defense position. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. We'll take that. So 0 gravity will definitely get thrown in for sure. The Kaiser thing we might have to come back to, but let's do some more deck edits. All right, and that's done with the deck edit. So the only thing we've really done was, of course, add the new thing to the deck, going to be the 0 gravity. Change the battle position of all face of monsters on the field. Seems pretty good not to ignore. Unfortunately, the only Sea Serpents we actually have in our collection is Kyrioshin and Brionic. Unfortunately, this thing requires a level 8 Sea Serpent from our hand or graveyard, which, after doing an extensive amount of math, 5 does not equal 6. And 6 does not equal 8, so therefore 5 does not equal 8. Unfortunately, Kaiser Sea Snake is just not going to make it work for us right now. However, it's fine. The 0 gravity makes up more for it because, again, it's just another trap. That is something that we definitely need to have, is a bit more protection. So in the fact that we're getting some generic protection, some removal, like I'm actually feeling pretty good, honestly. We also have a 4-game win streak, which is just absurd. I see a Stratos. So our win streak is going completely bad. They're going second, which I think most heroes prefer to go for or second, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Back to the front, Waybridge and Mad Dog of Darkness. All pretty solid cards, especially with the spare, because we could just make monsters pretty weak. But this would have been so much better going. Yeah. Destiny Hero Malicious. So they have Ferris in their hand? Yep. Okay. That's fine. With any luck, it'll be a quick duel. So Ferris is going to go through. They're going to, increase. They'll tribute the Ferris for increase, special summoning Violon. Oh, itself. I'm sorry. And then they'll special summon Violon, right? That's how it goes. Yep. And then Violon is going to, ditch Masked, Denier. Yep, that's fine. They're going to banish the Ferris for a polymerization. Let's see. If you have a Destiny Hero in your graveyard other than this card, you can special summon this card from your... It's so good. So it looks like they might be going for more of like a... From what I've seen from like the standard hero build, they're going for a little bit more of like Destiny heroes, which is fine. Because like they just got so much support. Like Cross Crusader is just so good. You can tribute off the Malicious, get another Surge, and then you can just banish the Malicious and then get another Malicious on the field and then continue with your links. Or fusions in this aspect since they do have polymerization. There it is. So is it Dystopia? I mean, there's a bunch of new Destiny heroes they got, so I'll just see what they play. Oh, Sunrise. Yeah, I mean, technically it fits. It is 2 hero monsters with different attributes, so that's great to get the Miracle Fusion. And then they're going to link into, Wonder Driver. I was like, but interesting. What other they still have the Miracle Fusion, so they can still be able to, they also have Denier too. So they're going to put it to the zone it's pointing to, so they can be able to get back polymerization from the GY. You can take one of your Destiny heroes from your deck, or that is banished to place on top of the deck. That's actually pretty good, because they could just recycle, I'm assuming, the Malicious. Yeah, they're going to put the Malicious on top of the extra deck, and they're going to banish the Malicious in the graveyard. And then, just summon the one on top of the deck. So good. You imagine, like, IRL, like, you just, like, flick the top of your deck. It's like, yo, Malicious. Yep, Poly's good again. Wait, this is not a once per turn? Interesting way to go into DPE, but yeah, sure, that's fine. You can only activate this effect once per turn. That's fine. Miracle Fusion. Yeah, so they're banishing that. Wake up your elemental hero. Make attack number the battle fusion after the damage calculation. This card battle monster short if you do afflicted. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they're summoning. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so DPE will come back during our standby phase. And then wake up your elemental hero is going to act on Chain Link 1 and special summon probably, what was it, a warrior from the extra deck? This card is to be destroyed. Special summon a warrior monster from your hand or deck. Interesting. They're summoning the Shadow Mist and then going for the mass change. Interesting. So are they just trying to like end with the Dark Law or something? You can discard target special units when they're activated. When a spell is activates, effects resolves and get the activity you could do during your standby phase. Interesting. A lot of shit happening. All right. Oh, interesting. When a spell card or effect you activate resolves, negate it. So I guess Dark Angel is just kind of like a way to negate something that we are playing. Interesting. Yeah. That is definitely a card. Okay, so I want them to first go for this. I'm gonna play Waybridge last, right? That'll be the card I don't want them to destroy. This thing is a level 1. Honestly, we're just gonna set this. Change Dark Angel to attack position, just attack Driver, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, honestly. We do have the Waybridge, so they still have more monsters than we do. Oh, they're gonna go for the Shadow Mist. DPE as well on Chain Link 2. Would have been better to do it in the other order so they can be able to have Dark Law and then a DPE would do like ban it or destroy it, but Dark Law would be already on the field and banish it. Nah, Shadow Mist is gonna get a surge probably for Stratos. Yep, Stratos is good. Replay attack. No. And this actually kind of sucks for us too now because now they have more monsters than we do, unfortunately. They already used DPE, but we can't link a face down monster, so I guess we just gotta pass turn. I really don't know why we're still continuing this game, but you know, we're definitely gonna give it a shot. Oh, they're gonna go for, are they gonna destroy? Fuck. Yep. Miracle Fusion. If they're gonna go for Sunrise, I'm just gonna scoop because they can just have Shadow Mist attack. Or I'm sorry. Oh, it's Weirdo. Interesting. I mean, they could have had like Sunrise, like Shadows attack, kill this, Sunrise triggers, pops this, and just go for game. 26. DPE is probably going to destroy this Weirdo. Yeah, that's. So we're going to be taking 43. So we're not technically dead yet. We have 500. But they have one back row too. Oh, I forgot to Akun the Shadow, or the Stratos. That's fine. Yeah, there was no way in hell we're going to be able to contend with that, unfortunately. If we opened up with, though, Heat Wave, who knows? Who knows? But you know what? I can't complain. We had a great run this episode. We literally got 4 wins in a row. 2 of them. I'm sorry, 4 in a row. That was sick. We got some decent good cards. But you know what? That's going to be it for me. Until the next episode. See you next time.